Buenos dias. This video will show you how to access our online textbook for Spanish 1, which is Así se dice. And so the first thing you need to do is to go to the school's website, and that is gvhs.muhsd.org. So go ahead and wait for the page to load. And then once you've gotten to the school's website, go to the top where it says log in and click on class link. It will ask you to sign in with Google. And if you have more than one account open on your device, it may ask you to choose which account to use, and you'll want to choose your school account. Then it will take you to a screen like this. Yours will look a little different. Yours probably doesn't have the bird on it, and it has different icons or fewer icons. But you're going to look for the one that says Connect Ed. It's probably the second one, just like it is on mine, and it'll be red and white with the words Connect Ed. So click on that one. And this part usually takes a little bit of time to load, so I'll just wait for it to load. And it will bring up the Connect Ed screen, which will have some different boxes on it. You may not have the same ones I do. The Sorego one says Así se dice, but that's not the one we're going to go to right now. We're going to go to a blue one that says Spanish 1 in a yellow box. And so you're going to click on that. You'll probably just have one. I have the teacher one and the student one. You should just have a student one. So click on that blue box that says Así se dice, and it will bring you to the textbook. There's a section for homework. Right now there are no assignments. So if I assign assignments, that's where they will appear. I will also notify you in Google Classroom if I've done that, and so you can check Google Classroom to make sure you're not missing anything, and you won't have to keep checking here. And I may post a notification in Google Classroom letting you know when you need to look here for your assignments. At the top, it says GeoVistas. If you click on that, you can choose a chapter in the textbook. And so I'm going to choose chapter 5, Deportes, because that's the chapter that we did in March. And so we're going to review that right now for our example. And you can just choose the beginning of the chapter, but I'm going to choose Vocabulario 1, Vocabulary 1, because I want to review the vocabulary from the beginning of the chapter. So if I click on that, it takes me to the chapter about deportes, the chapter on sports. And across from that chapter, I can click in the green box that says ebook, and it will load the textbook. And again, that usually takes a little bit of time to load. When it does load, it's going to look like an actual book, and you can flip pages and go to different parts of the text. So this is the vocabulary section from chapter 5. It's kind of hard to read it when it's this size, and so to make it larger, you can click on the zoom in button or the search box at the top. And then there's this bar here you can use to make it whatever size you want to make it larger and smaller. And so this section right here is the vocabulary for el fútbol, for soccer. And it says click the words or phrases to hear them pronounced. And so you can click on the different words to hear how they're pronounced. El equipo, el portero, lanzar el balón. And you can do the same thing with some larger text. If I go over here, there's a conversation that we can listen to. A mí me gusta el fútbol. ¿Y a ti? ¿Te gusta también? ¿Te interesa o no?
No, no me interesa el fútbol, pero me gusta el tenis.
And if you want to see different parts of this page, you can drag it, or you can click on the little up and down arrow here, which says fit height, and it will take you back to the full page. To go to a different page, you can click on the little arrow on the right side for next page, or on the left side to go back a page. So if I want to go to the next page, I click there and it will turn the page. And in this case, it took me to some practice with vocabulary. And so again, I can use this bar at the top to make it larger, to read it more clearly. Here it says listen to each statement and indicate whether each one is correct or not, and make a chart similar to the one below to indicate your answers. And so this is something that we did in the last chapter. We did it in a slightly different format, but we answered these questions. If you want to review it, the audio is here, so you can click and listen to the questions.
1. El jugador mete un gol cuando el balón no entra en la portería.
And so you can listen to that and decide if
2.
it is correct, if it's correcto or incorrecto.
Después del partido.
And so this is how you can access our online textbook for review, for assignments, or to get ahead if you want to see what's coming next in the textbook. To go back to the page that had the homework and other things, you just click on the other tab. And here there's some different resources that you can click on to practice. There's listening resources, there's activities, there's audio, and some of those will appear here in the assignments at different times. So that's how you access our online textbook and some of the activities that we will be doing in the fourth quarter.